Today, I'm going to show you how to age your Playskool Express train. No carbonating or colors, just plastic, screws, and manufacturing clues. Hey everyone, MalaMaker here, and today we are going to date the Playskool Express train set from 1988, not 1991. Now, you may be asking yourself, how did I become a train expert? Well, how I got tied to this particular train is I had this train set as a kid. I am 40 years old. A few weeks ago, just turned 40. And this train came out in 1988. I believe I was gifted it right around when I was 3. And anyways, this train set has been near and dear to my heart for many years. And when I had kids of my own, I wanted to pass down some of my toys to my kids. This was a prime example of a toy that I passed down. And I know that I am not alone because over the last year and a half, I have gotten about 17 to 18 trains sent to me, including one that is extremely rare that actually falls between these two models of train. Anyways, they've been sent to me to repair, and I have actually learned a ton about this train set. And that gets into dating your train. So with the 1988 model, this one was the first edition that Playskool came out of this style of train. And on an easy to connect train track, this train was also easy to load. The cars were easy to load, easy to connect. A little kid could use this train very easily. Now, as I have gotten these train sets and I've repaired them, I have had 2 different trains, including the one I hold here, from customers that have pointed out some design changes along the way of manufacturing with this train set to honestly make the train a little less reliable over time. This train itself is one of the earliest editions of this train produced in the 1988 train line. And I will tell you this train is by far in the best shape out of all of the trains that I've seen. And it even has a feature on it that negates one of the repair parts that I sell for these train sets. So let's get to it, and we'll go through kind of the various versions of this train. At least as of right now, I know of 3 major versions, but I've also found a couple little other features in this train as well that are changed throughout the manufacturing process. It's kind of wild and crazy. So let's get into it. Now, these design changes revolve around mainly 3 parts in one particular area, and it's really all boils down to the chassis itself. So when I say the chassis, this is the red part on the underside of the train, which includes the cap cover, and it also includes the drive wheels itself. Now I'm going to take the drive wheels out to kind of show you what I'm talking about with the various versions of this train. Now, the latest and most common version that was used in at least the later part of the 1988 production line and the 1991 production line of the chassis, which is both versions are red, this is the most common feature where it has the grooves for the drive wheels, and then it has the cover, you know, normal stuff. If you've seen this train before, this is all looking normal. Now, if you are looking at particularly this piece here on this train and you're going, mine looks a little different than that, you may actually fall in one of those earlier versions of the manufacturing that this train has undergone. With this train, this cap cover is the one discerning feature that will put you in that earlier category. Now, if you look at this cover, it is square on both ends. If you look on the bottom of the train, you see this little feature right here. That feature indicates you are in at least the mid-tier production and manufacturing engineering version of this train. Now that is the really only discerning factor and feature that puts you from the normal production that pretty much most people have to that earlier production. And I have seen one of them come through my shop for repair. This is now getting into the older version of the production line, the earliest production, at least that I know of today, based on what I've seen. Now, it has this feature here, but if I were to remove this bottom cover, which I will do, and as I take out the drive wheels and I turn them, you will see 2 bushings on each of the front wheels. These bushings are the major design change that was made from the earlier model to that mid-tier model. Now, what I will say is this, with this earlier version, if you have this is a huge design change, which actually reduced the quality of the train overall. This one, those bushings protect the plastic on the chassis from wearing and wallering out. And if anything, the bushings themselves are what will take the brunt of the hit when it comes to wear, which means this is actually a better design overall. Now, this train is in immaculate shape. This customer, I talked to him today, he mentioned that he got this on eBay. I told him, I go, well, you got a really good train at a really good price. Now, granted, he did have to send it in for repair, but the repair was very simple. And in opening this up, this is the best I have seen a helical gear when it comes to this series. This train itself, pretty much the motor failed, and that was why this train stopped working. When Playskool made this change, they changed it for the worst, not for the better. And 38 years later, it's showing. Now, if you'd like to learn more about the Playskool Express train, visit my wiki at wiki.malamaker.org. There you'll find a whole page dedicated to the Playskool Express train. Also, if you would like to repair your train or you are looking to get your train repaired, hit up our website at m86toys.com. That's m86toys.com. Now, if you have anything in that Playskool Express train era that is unique, that's something we haven't covered, that is different from any of the things that we've talked about or shown, please leave a comment in this video. I'd love to hear the other unique things that you have, or send us an email at info@m86toys.com. We'd love to hear about your unique train and what you have. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm MalaMaker, and happy making.